Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So I have decided to do a book look today with you. Now, I do have a playlist of book looks on my channel and I will link that playlist down below just in case you want to see what other books I have in my library. Now, I still have many more books to do a book look with you, but I am just trying to pepper them in every now and then so that you don't get bored of the same old stuff. So there are many more book looks to come, but the book that I am featuring today is one that I acquired recently from the gorgeous Jules from Jules Crafts. Now, if you are not familiar with Jules, please go over and check her out. She is such a lovely lady. She has recently started a channel and she could do with having some new yarny friends and family. So if you are looking for someone new to watch and you need someone who can vouch for her, then that is me and I will be happy to do that. Now, I always recommend people that I watch myself and I do watch Jules. Now, when I received this in Happy Mail, I did explain that Jules had reached out to me saying that she had this book in her collection. She had got it while she had been on holiday or vacation, but it was gathering dust and she would rather rehome it to someone that may get some use out of it before she does. So she gifted it to me. So like I said, go and check out this lovely, kind and generous lady who is starting her YouTube journey with us all and has some fabulous things to show us. Honestly, guys, it is a gorgeous channel by a gorgeous lady. And now I'm going to show you a gorgeous book that she sent to me. So we are going to take a bigger, deeper look at A Modern Girl's Guide to Granny Squares. It says awesome colour combinations and designs for fun and fabulous crochet blocks. Now, if you have been here a while, you will know that I have another tile block or square segment on my channel. And Jules did jokingly say in her email that when Tile of the Week Thursday ends, this could replace it. Now, Jules, that is a fabulous idea and something I may consider for 2025, but I do need a little bit of break from these squares. However, there are some gorgeous squares in this book, guys, and I may just be tempted to make a few before 2025. Now, I'm not promising that I'm doing this in 2025, but it is an idea that I have got. So we will see how it goes and we will see whether Manfa has it in her to do another square segment on her channel. Oh my goodness, I'm tripping over my words. I do apologise. Now, you obviously can see the appeal for Manfa on the front cover, right? Because Manfa loves bright and rainbow and just anything colourful. Now, this is a 50 Search Press publication. And it says that it's by Celine Seaman and Leonie Morgan. So there we go, 50 Search Press, Celine Seaman and Leonie Morgan. And like I was saying, just look at all those bright and gorgeous rainbows. Now, let me tell you, it is so dull and dreary here today. As you know, I am in the UK and we have had to put up with rain on and off or pretty much constantly for 7 months. I am so over the rain, guys. So this truly does brighten my day when I look at it because it is so bright and cheerful. But because it is dull and dreary, the true brightness of this book is not quite shining through. Now also, not only do you get 40 beautiful square designs to make, they include some projects in there for you as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. Now it says, not your usual grannies. Over 40 unique granny square designs, as well as ideas for projects to make with your finished squares. Learn how to select colours and create fabulous combinations. Perfect for both beginner, and experienced crocheters, with detailed written instructions, photos and charts for each granny square. It then goes on to say that Celine Seaman is a crochet designer from Victoria, Australia. She loves to create modern, bright and fun pieces and has contributed to 3D Granny Squares and the Ultimate Granny Square Sourcebook. To find out more, visit craftycc.com and at crafty_cc on Instagram. Leonie Morgan is the author of 4 crochet books, including Block by Block Crochet and Beautiful Blankets, Afghans and Throws, also published by Search Press. She is a crochet addict and lives in Wales, UK. Now, one thing I am going to have to tell you about this book, guys, is that it does use UK terminology. Now, even though I am in the UK, most of you know that I prefer the US terminology because it just makes more sense in my brain. I really do wish that we just had a generic stitch guide, that there wasn't this UK-US divide. However, I am able to translate UK to US for ease. And also, one little tip is you can get a little post-it note where you can do your own conversions before you start a project. So, for example, if these include US singles, but the pattern is written using UK doubles, you know that they are the same thing. So you can put on your post-it in the corner of your page above your pattern saying double crochet equals single crochet, or the other way around if you prefer the UK and you're looking at a US pattern. And that is something that I do when I do make a UK pattern. I do a little post-it sticker up in the corner so I can reference if it says DC double crochet, I'm actually to do a single crochet because that is what my brain understands a little bit better. Just like a UK treble is a US double. So I just do the conversions on my little sticky note in the corner and then I won't be steered wrong. So shall we dive in and have a look inside, because I am excited to look at all these beautiful granny squares. So there is a double page spread featuring some of the squares inside and also some of the tools and things that you're going to need. The photography is gorgeous in this, guys. Then we have the contents, again showcasing some of the beauties within, and it lists on what page you can find which square, project or piece of information you may need. Then you get a welcome and meet Celine. So the welcome page has yet more featured squares, and there is a note from Celine herself here for you to read. Now we have a explanation double spread here of how to use this book, and basically it takes some of the pieces of the book and then it comes over with more information to give you a bit more detail. So for example, there is a skill level. It gives a guide to difficulty. Easy is 1 ball of yarn, intermediate is 2 balls of yarn, and advanced is 3 balls of yarn. It gives you details on hook sizes and the size of the finished square if you use the recommended yarn and hook, and if you meet gauge. Any special techniques you need to know, the yarn and colours that we use, the stitches that you use, how you can mix and match with other squares in the book to make a really fun project. There is included a chart key, so if there is a chart to follow, you can go to page 122 and you can look at the symbols and what they mean for the charts. You know, a written pattern takes you through the pattern round by round or row by row. They say clear charts are provided for each pattern, so there we have it. You have the written instruction and the charts, which is awesome. So if you cannot do written patterns but you do understand charts, then you are set. Similarly, if you don't understand charts and you need the written instructions, they provide that as well. So this is really user friendly. Then we are going to dive into the granny squares themselves, guys. And like I said, just look at the beautiful photography and the rainbow aesthetic for this book. It just ticks all of Manfa's boxes, I tell you. So, the granny squares. Welcome to the colourful world of the patterns where fluffy clouds float next to 3D flowers and rainbows abound. Now, it is going to be pretty tricky for me to be able to show you these without showing too much of the pattern. So there will be a lot of fumbling with this book, and I do apologise in advance. But like I said, each pattern has the written instructions, it has the chart, and it has the skill level, hook size, finished block size, the yarns you need, the stitches that are used, and how you can mix and match these designs with other tiles. So other squares, sorry, I've got tiles on my brain, it's squares. So for this first one, I will show you all of that, and then as we go through, I'm just going to show you the tile featured, because I do need to leave a little bit of mystery in case you guys are tempted to get a copy of this book yourself. I don't want to give absolutely everything away. I will show all of the squares and the projects, but I am not going to go into every detail of the yarns or the mix and matches for everyone, because you've got to leave an element of surprise, guys. So the first square featured is called Picnic Time. Classic gingham that would be perfect as a picnic blanket. This is a skill level 2, so it's an intermediate square. And if I try and do this surreptitiously, you can mix that square with the tile on page 36 and on page 38. Okay, now the square itself looks like this. Like I said, I don't want to show too much. And that is a classic gingham, and it gives picnic throw vibes. You know, I have never done gingham. I've always wanted to do some crochet gingham, so you never know, guys. The next one is Rainbow Popcorn. This raised stitch is so much fun once you get the hang of it. This is a skill level of 3, so this is an advanced, and this has a picture all of its own, which is fabulous. But this features popcorns. However gorgeous it is, this will not be one of the first on my hooks, because bobbles, popcorns and puffs are not Manfa's favourite stitches. Oh no, no. Okay, next we are going on to Sugar Flower, a great way to try out making a crocheted flower in 3D, and this is a skill level of 2, which is intermediate. Here it is gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. And of course, all of these that I am showing you are just the examples that the designers made themselves, but you can switch out whatever colour combinations you like to make it personal to you and the project that you truly want to make. This is just a guidance, guys. You can do whatever colours you like. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, next is 3D Heart. Popcorn stitch creates a raised heart, and a delicate scalloped edge mimics a lacy border. This is an intimate pattern, intermediate Manfa, for goodness sake. Okay, so there we have it. Bit more of a lacy design there, but again, popcorn stitches, not gonna lie, not my favourite one, that one. Next is Pastel Grid, a great block for trying out ombre effects. This is an intermediate as well. There it is. And look at the texture with those front posts there, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's almost mitered as well. So it's ombre, mitered and textured. I mean, lots of elements contained within one square. How gorgeous. The next is Citrus Slice. See page 106 for a creative way to use this block in a project. So I'll show you the square and then we'll zip forward to the project so that you can see how this square has been used in an actual project. Now this is an intermediate again, and this is just so fun. So fun. Citrus Slice. Obviously yellow could be lemon. Orange could be an orange slice, green could be a lime slice. You could maybe do a pinky tone and make it grapefruit. Lots of options there. Right, now so I'm going to fast forward to page 106 so you can see this square in a project, and they have made a cushion cover. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. Next is Bright Shimmer, an essential to have in your crochet pattern collection. See page 38 for a plain version. So I like how it kind of directs you to different things. This one is stunning. This one is something that I would probably put on my hooks because it's rainbow. But not just that, guys. It looks like the classic granny square. And I love to make classic granny squares. Just look at that rainbow gorgeousness. This is a Manfa friendly square for sure. So should we go and see the plain version? Because then I won't need to show you that anyway. Okay, so this is the single colour granny square, perfect for beginners. You can also make this square in a rainbow of colours. Go back to page 28. And they've done it in my favourite pink. So there we have it. That's just in one solid colour. So you get both options, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. So the title of this one is Treble Crochet Square. Now, treble crochet in the UK terminology is a double. So for you guys that use US terminology, this would be entitled Double Crochet Square. It is a single colour block that is ideal for combining with more detailed blocks. So if you have some of the really detailed patterned ones or the really brightly multicoloured ones, you can kind of soften the look with just these solid coloured ones to kind of, you know, tame it down a little bit. And that is also what we call a solid granny square. Okay, Intarsia triangles. Ooh, they're getting fancy. Oh, I haven't been telling you the skill level. The skill level for this one was a 1. It's a beginner. The Bright Shimmer was a 1, so that's a beginner as well. There we go. Come on, Manfa, get your act together. Okay, so we are now at, oh, I've lost my place. Oh, good gravy, the Intarsia triangles. This is a skill level of 3, so this is an advanced pattern, guys. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It kind of mixes solid granny with classic or traditional granny. And I'll try and show you what I mean without giving away too much of the pattern. So you've got the solid half of the square bordered by the traditional granny. And then you've got the traditional granny half of the square bordered by the solid granny. Now, doesn't that make for an interesting effect? That is pretty cool. There we go. But that's an advanced one. So, oh, this one's pretty. Although, ugh, it's got popcorns again. Modern Floral, a beautiful flower block that is a great way to try out some new stitches. This is a skill level of 3, so this again is an advanced pattern. But it's gorgeous. And you know what? I think by having it in rainbows, these designers are actually encouraging me to not be put off by the popcorns. And there aren't that many in this one, to be fair. It is absolutely stunning. It's more of a pastel rainbow, that one. Pretty, pretty. Okay, Scattered Hearts, a fun contemporary block created with tapestry crochet. If you've been following along with Tile of the Week Thursday, you will know that tapestry is not my fave technique. It is a very pretty square, but again, it's going to be lower down the list of what Manfa wants to make. Now, this is a skill level of 2, so intermediate. And like I said, it is gorgeous. But, yeah, tapestry, we will see. Making no promises on that one. We looked at the single colour granny square, which was the beginner level, that one there. Okay, 2 colour Intarsia square. A twist on the classic granny square with endless colour combination possibilities. This is a skill level of 1, so this is a beginner friendly pattern. Let's try and get rid of the pattern. There we go. So they've split it in half. Gorgeous. And rightly so, you can have a lot of colour combinations. And then they have done the same thing but with the solid granny. They call it the colour block treble crochet square. Again, US terminology, it would be double crochet square. And it says an easy essential to have in your crochet pattern collection. This is a skill level of 1, a beginner. So like I said, the solid granny version of the square we just looked at. Wow, that is eye-catching. Let me just take a sip of my drink. This one is called 60s Floral Motif. A riot of colour, multiple squares would make a lovely cushion. This is an intermediate skill level, but it packs a punch. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Now, like I said, my lighting is horrible today, but let me just move this a second. Wow! That is an eye-catching square if ever I saw one, guys. Okay, the next is houndstooth pattern. Crochet the timeless monochrome fashion print that never goes out of style. This is a beginner skill level. I have never done houndstooth. Never, ever, ever have I done houndstooth. So that is something that I could explore. Okay, the next is peaches and cream. This square uses colour and stitches for a striped effect. This is a beginner skill level. There we go. And again, it's kind of like a mitered square where you start in the corner and work out. But they have combined different stitches and colour stripes, which are gorgeous. This one's pretty. It's like a traditional granny, but from the corner. So like corner to corner granny. Sorbet square. A really simple square that shows off fresh, juicy colours. This is a beginner skill level. Can you see what I mean? If you were to turn the book that way, it would just be backwards and forwards granny. But they have actually done it corner to corner. I have never done a corner to corner granny project. So that would be interesting. Okay, Diamond Days. Try making this square for a more challenging project because this is an advanced square, guys. This looks mosaic-y. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is, but it looks that kind of style. Let me go back and see what it says. Working over into previous rounds or rows. So yes, it could possibly be slightly mosaic, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I like that. I like that a lot. Rainbow Relief, an interesting square with a raised 3D effect that is fun to crochet. Intermediate skill level. Gorgeous. Sun and Clouds. Crochet a pocket full of sunshine with this pretty square. This is an intermediate. And this is super cute. This would be great for maybe baby nursery projects, like a baby blanket or a cushion with them on. And if you team the sun with the rainbow, I mean, you've got a theme going, guys. I just love that central sun. And then the white stitches look like clouds. I think that is so gorgeous. It's cute. Okay, jelly and ice cream. Oh, what was the skill level? Did I tell you? That was an intermediate, the sun. Okay, jelly and ice cream. This fun design is reminiscent of the kids' party favourite. So jelly here is like your jello. This is an intermediate. Now, I don't really know how I feel about this one because you've got half plain white and half rainbow. I don't know about that one. Okay, multicolored target. When you finish this gorgeous square, you'll feel as though you have hit the bullseye. This is a beginner level. Did I tell you jelly and ice cream was intermediate? Multicolored target is a beginner. So you go from a circle to a square. That is an awesome technique to be able to learn. Okay, Acid Bright's flower. Did I tell you that was a beginner? Acid Bright's flower, it's an advanced. This square would make a striking central point of any design. It is pretty. It is very pretty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love it. Okay, ombre cross. This is an intermediate. The popcorn stitches create a cross that stands out from the treble crochet background, the double crochet background for you guys. I like how they've done the colours, and I do like the way it looks. This is very clever. Yes, Manfa approved, even though it's got popcorns. I really do like that. Gorgeous. Okay, warm tones. Did I tell you that was an intermediate, the last one? Warm tones, this is an intermediate. This floral design brings a modern twist to the granny square. This kind of reminds me of like the all-seeing eye. That is an interesting square. I really appreciate the skill and the technique. I like the kind of effect that it gives. Not sure that I would use it in a project, but you never know. You never know. Okay, Technicolor square. The gorgeous colours in this square create a rainbow of design possibilities. That one was an intermediate. I keep forgetting whether I'm telling you. I'm so sorry. Let's start that again. Technicolor square. The gorgeous colours in this square create a rainbow of design possibilities. This is a beginner, and it is stunning. I like these in the corners, this from the centre out. Very, very cool. I like that. Okay, Brighton Rock. Now, there is a place in the UK called Brighton. It is famous for its bright colours and a candy called Rock. I don't even know how to describe Rock to you guys. It is a candy and it is delicious. These cool marine colours with a pop of sunshine bring to mind a day at the beach, because Brighton does have a famous beach and a pier as well. This is a beginner pattern. Super pretty. I like it. Okay, 4-leaf flower. The flower is worked first, then crocheted into the base square. Interesting. This is an intermediate. There we go. I'm so sorry if you heard my belly grumble then. I am hungry. Oh. The next is bobble beads. This fun square would be perfect as part of a baby blanket. Again, did I tell you the skill level? The skill level of this one is an intermediate. Sorry. The bobble beads is again an intermediate, and it says this fun square would be perfect as part of a baby blanket. Yeah, it's got bobbles. I did a whole blanket right at the start of my crochet learning 8, 9, 10 years ago, however long ago it was. And I made a complete square, a complete blanket of squares where the bobbles made a heart design. Yeah, that was a mammoth of a project. So this reminds me of that. So I might be a little reluctant to do that one. Same with the next one. The next one is an advanced pattern. It's called Cool Tone Triangle. The use of cool colours in this design creates a striking square. And it is striking. It is beautiful. But it's them bobbles again, guys. We shall see. We shall see. Next is Dazzling Octagon. The brilliant colours radiating from the centre of this square create a mesmerising design. This one is an intermediate. It is stunning. They started off with an octagon and then squared it off. How gorgeous is that? I do like that one. I do like that one. Oh, and this one's fabulous as well. This is called Pop Flower. Work this square in different colours to make your project pop. This is an intermediate and it is gorgeous. I love it, I love it, I love it. Next is crocheted flower net. The chain spaces create a beautifully intricate fabric. This is an intermediate. Oh, do I see some puffs or something in there? Yeah, I see some puffs. Not too many, but okay. Oh, this is a definite no-no. Loop and twist. The loop and double crochet stitches create a fabulous texture. Skill level advanced. Now, I understand why. I understand that it's gorgeous texture. I have never done loop stitches because it just puts me off. This is intimidating to Manfa. I'm sure they're perfectly simple once you get the hang of it, but it is not something Manfa has dived into. So maybe I should challenge myself. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, watermelon slice. You'll need to make more than one of these juicy squares. This is an intermediate. And it is so fun. Imagine teaming that up with the citrus slice from earlier, making like a fruit project. That is so fun, and it really does look like a watermelon slice. That is cute. Did I tell you the skill? It's an intermediate. That just makes me smile, and it makes me smile because it's cute, it is accurate, it looks like what it says, but also my kids call it watermelon. So whenever I see watermelon, I hear my kids in my head. Just a silly little fun fact. Okay, now this is gorgeous as well. This is the rainbow arch. See page 104 for how to make a gorgeous wall hanging based on this square. This is an intermediate, so we'll look at the square on its own for a second. It is literally a rainbow. Okay, and then we will go to 104 to see the project. And yes, it is gorgeous. Look at that, guys. Again, a nursery or a young child's room. Any room in Manfa's house as a grown woman. Fabulous and fun. I love it. I love it. Now I've got to get back to where I was. There I was. Now we've only got a few more left, guys. Stick with me. We're nearly there. This is a no, because I have done a similar square to this in Tile of the Week and I don't ever want to repeat it. No. Stripe colour block. This block alternates contrasting colours to create a striking look. This is a beginner. A beginner? When the one in the tile book literally made me lose my mind with frustration. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this is cute. And it's called Cute Kitten. Use scraps of embroidery, floss or thread to add feline features. This is a beginner. This is cute for any cat lovers out there. Look at that one. Gorgeous. And that actually reminds me of Persniffers. And some of you will know who Persniffers is, some of you won't, but it is one of my gorgeous Yarny friends, actual real life cats, and that reminds me of Persniffers. I might just have to do a project for that person in the future. Okay, classic, oh, I said that was a beginner. Classic patchwork. This is an intermediate. Use up leftover yarn in this square to create a patchwork look. And here it is. So a more scrappy looking, and again, more of the mitered look. Pretty. And now we go into the projects, and we've already seen two of them. I will quickly go over them again. So this was the rainbow arch wall hanging that we just looked at. Stunning. So you get the instructions to make these projects, guys. The citrus sliced cushion. Seen that one. This is the Rainbow Chevron Blanket project. Who doesn't want a bright, funky rainbow blanket in their life? Just saying. And then the last project featured is the Minty Tones storage box. And they must have used the picnic square for this one. That is cute. I like that. I like that a lot. Gorgeous. So those are the projects. And then at the back of the book, they do run through the crochet basics. It says, do you need to check how to work a popcorn stitch or don't know how to join your squares together? All the techniques you need are explained on the following pages. So it goes into materials and notions. Then it goes into starting and finishing with pictures and word instructions. Then it goes into basic stitches and simple stitch variations, again with pictures and written instructions. Please remember though guys, this whole book is written in UK terminology. Special stitches and colour work. Then we have reading patterns and charts and tension and blocking. There's even a little thing of calculating yarn amounts. That might be super handy. Joining and edging. Super handy. Then we have the index of where you can find what we've just looked at. And I even love that the dust cover has the squares on as well. And on the back of that dust cover are all the chart symbols. Amazing. And then at the end there are some acknowledgements and some other Search Press books that might be of interest. And that was a modern girl's guide to granny squares. So there we go, there we go, there we go. That is an inspiring book. That is a cheerful, bright, colourful book. That does make me excited to know that I have got some more squares that I can put into projects in my future. Like I said, I might do a similar Tile of the Week thing in 2025, but we will see. That is a massive maybe, guys. I cannot promise you that. But it is flitting around in my brain, I will give you that much. Now, I hope you enjoyed looking at some of those designs. I am not trying to enable you to rush out and buy a copy of that book, but if it has inspired you, if you have fallen in love with some of the designs, then please do go ahead and buy it. It is a gorgeous book. I am so happy to have it in my library. I am so thankful to Jules for gifting it to me. That was super lovely of her. And I am also thankful for you guys giving me your time today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you were inspired or it sparked something inside your crochet brains. And that's why I do these, to share ideas, give inspiration, give you books that you might want to add to your stash. Whatever you get from these videos, I am happy to do them because, as you know, I have an extensive book library. There are still many more for us to look through. And they just make me so happy. I love my pattern books. I really, really do. So Jules, mwah, thank you for adding a glorious jewel to the crown of my collection. And hopefully at some point in the future, you will see some of these actually being made or used. So until I see you again, guys, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Don't forget to check out Jules. Her link's in my description box. Bye, guys. Love ya.